Hey everyone, I'm Evan Tara, and it's time to dig deep into Venom: Last Dance, the much-anticipated next chapter in Eddie Brock's wild journey. With the trailers, teasers, and a few leaks that have surfaced, there's plenty to unpack. I'll be taking a close look at all the hidden gems, subtle hints, and theories that might be flying under the radar. So whether you're a die-hard Venom fan or just here for some juicy details, let's break it down together. We've seen Eddie and Venom clash in the past, but the tension in Last Dance feels different. There's more frustration, more conflict, like Venom is itching for something bigger than just saving the world from bad guys. Venom wants freedom, and Eddie, as always, wants control. But could their bickering lead to something deeper? In the trailers, we see moments where Venom seems to take control without Eddie's consent, leading to some serious question marks about their future together. Some theorists think that this growing tension might lead to a temporary split, leaving Eddie vulnerable to other threats. Hello, Toxin. But what if this friction is a sign that Venom and Eddie are about to evolve into something more? Maybe Venom is trying to prepare Eddie for the upcoming battles, sensing the arrival of a greater threat. This could set the stage for an even stronger bond between the two, leading to new abilities or a deeper understanding of their connection. One of the major elements to keep an eye on is the introduction of Toxin. In the comics, Toxin is the offspring of Carnage, and he's considered one of the most powerful symbiotes ever created. While Carnage had his moment in the previous film, Venom: Last Dance shifts the focus toward this new, even more dangerous symbiote. If you've watched the teasers closely, you'll notice a character that looks like Patrick Mulligan. Comic book fans will recognize Mulligan as the original host of Toxin, and it seems like the movie is setting up a similar storyline. In the brief glimpses we've gotten, it's clear Mulligan is being primed for something big. While he starts off as an ally to Eddie, it's very possible that by the end of the movie, he will become one of Eddie's most formidable enemies. Toxin is no ordinary symbiote. He's far stronger than both Venom and Carnage, and his abilities could seriously challenge Eddie and Venom in new ways. This shift in focus could be the movie's way of raising the stakes and setting up a potential future for Toxin in the broader symbiote universe. It will be fascinating to see how the dynamic between Eddie, Venom, and Mulligan evolves. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, Knull, the god of symbiotes. While we haven't seen him directly in the trailers, there are plenty of subtle hints that suggest his presence might be lurking behind the scenes. In the comics, Knull is the creator of all symbiotes and the ultimate dark force that they answer to. His goal? To return the universe to a state of darkness and chaos, which is right up the alley of the darker tone that Venom films have been leaning into. The eerie visuals in the trailer, particularly the dark swirling clouds and otherworldly imagery, all point to something bigger at play. Knull's influence could be pulling the strings from behind the scenes, setting the stage for an eventual appearance down the line. But what makes this theory even more plausible is how Venom has been behaving in these previews. Venom seems more restless, more aggressive, and that could be because he senses the awakening of his creator. Knull's role in the symbiote lore is massive, and introducing him into the Venomverse would open the door for some epic cosmic battles. If the filmmakers are smart, they're probably using Last Dance as a way to slowly build toward Knull's reveal, possibly even teasing him in a post-credits scene. The idea that Venom and Eddie's struggles are all leading to a bigger, more dangerous threat, like Knull, is a tantalizing one, and it's something fans should definitely be on the lookout for. Another major aspect to consider is how Venom: Last Dance fits into the larger picture of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. With the multiverse now cracked open thanks to Spider-Man: No Way Home, it's entirely possible that Venom's story could soon intersect with the larger MCU in a more direct way. We've already seen hints of this with the Daily Bugle logo popping up in Let There Be Carnage, and it seems like the filmmakers are teasing the possibility of Venom crossing paths with Spider-Man or other Marvel characters. There's also the question of how Toxin and Knull could affect future films and series. If Toxin becomes a major player by the end of Last Dance, it's likely that we'll see him return in future installments, potentially even in crossover films. The same goes for Knull. His presence, even as a looming threat, could set up a massive cosmic storyline that could span across multiple movies, bringing in characters from the broader MCU to deal with the symbiote god. One last thing to keep in mind is the tone of Venom: Last Dance. From what we've seen in the trailers, it's clear that the film is leaning into darker, more intense themes, especially as Eddie and Venom's relationship continues to evolve. Venom is pushing Eddie harder than ever before, and the tension between them could lead to some serious consequences. The trailers show moments where Venom seems to take control without Eddie's consent, which suggests that their bond is growing more complicated. If Knull's influence is indeed behind this shift, then Last Dance could be the movie where we see Eddie and Venom truly tested like never before. Whether they emerge stronger together or face a temporary split, their relationship will be the driving force of this film, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. So what can we expect from Venom: Last Dance? Based on everything we've seen, this film is shaping up to be a pivotal moment for the Venom franchise. The introduction of Toxin, the looming presence of Knull, and the potential tie-ins to the MCU all suggest that this isn't just a simple sequel. It's a film that could have major ramifications for the entire symbiote storyline and beyond. Venom and Eddie's relationship is at the heart of it all, but the film is clearly laying the groundwork for even bigger things. Whether it's Toxin rising to power or Knull's dark influence making itself known, Venom: Last Dance is preparing us for the next chapter in the symbiote saga. So buckle up, because this movie is about to take things to the next level, and the symbiotes are just getting started.